Well, it's Wednesday morning, and today is, I don't remember what today is. Today's June 21st, excuse me. Already in July. Anyway, 21st of June, Wednesday, about 7:30 this morning. Before I head into work, just want to get a little bit of truck time in. So, well, I've been creating a lot of dust inside the garage, and the frame was kind of getting a little dusty, so I pulled the frame out this morning and wiped it down. You know, SEMA build. Who'd ever thought you could polish a frame on a truck? Guess that's one of the advantages of owning an old truck that you restore. Is you can always polish them and make them look good even when they're not completely together. Anyway, I went ahead and just got all the dust wiped down on it because it was getting pretty dusty, and went ahead and waxed it. I got this Lucas spray-on wax, so I didn't sit there for an hour and wax the darn thing. I just sprayed some wax. It's just this Lucas spray-on wax. Makes the thing smell like bubble gum. It's really funny. And wiped it all down. Also got some more updated photos because I hadn't gotten any of those lately. Anyway, just thought I'd get an outside view again. You know, it's been a little while since everyone's been able to actually get a good view at it. I'm really happy with it. You know, I'm excited to get that cab mounted on there. We're making decent progress on the cab. Nothing super amazing, but I'll go ahead and show you. Nice thing is the paint is actually, there's still some wax streaks on there, but the paint is actually holding its shine pretty well for single stage. But anyway, just doing a lot of body work back here. The Bondo does appear to be thicker than it is, but that is the first coat, so I put the first coat on fairly thick, so that way I could just sand it down. This here, I'm probably on my fourth coat worth of patching, because I'm not very skilled at laying this stuff, so I tend to get it pretty sloppy job as far as laying it. But I've been using the DA sander to get the thick stuff knocked down, and then I'll go over with my sanding block right here, a little Dura block. This is 80 grit, and sand it down, trying to keep it as thin as possible. I really didn't want this to be a Bondo build. You know, I pulled the dents out as best as I could, straightened them out as best I could, shrunk the metal, got that oil can effect out right here. That's gone. And now I'm just kind of trying to build it up and get it decently straight. Doesn't have to be perfectly straight, but I just want it to be pretty decent, so that way it looks good. I'll find out how good of a job I did when I put primer down and I can actually see if the panels are wavy or not. But hopefully they'll be straight enough to where I can just stack up a bunch of urethane primer on there and block sand it, straighten it out. But anyway, the back of the cab just seems to be taking forever. This is the worst part of the entire cab, is the back here, mainly along these sides and along the top. The rest of it's really good shape. One little spot on the roof and then a little spot on the drip rail, but other than that, I mean, it's pretty much good to go. So anyway, it's supposed to be cooler today. That was another thing that was keeping me from being out here too much, is the heat. We've been in the hundreds the past few days, and it's been really miserable. It gets really warm in here because this isn't insulated. So anyway, it does make that Bondo dry pretty fast, which is nice. But I also only have about a minute and a half to spread the stuff out before it hardens, so I've had a little bit of wasting going on, but oh well. Been getting better at getting this stuff out. So anyway, yep, guys, just doing lots of body work. You know, it's about the slowest process in this whole build is the body work. But once it's done, you know, it'll be worth it to see a decent result. You know, it won't be perfect. It won't be. I don't even think it's going to be show quality, but you know, it'll look good, and it'll be done. It'll be done decently right. You know, I can't say this build is being done as right as I'd like it to be. You know, I would have had more time and more of everything, more tools and stuff. It would have done a lot of sheet metal replacement, but you know, just kind of patched those up as best as I could, and you know, filled them in, and those actually came out really good, you know, and it's slowly coming along. So, but anyway, just waiting on my Eastwood 3-stage drying system so I can start spraying with the soda gun. Yeah, I did show you guys that gun a long time ago that I bought it. The SATA 5000 HVLP digital. I went and broke down and bought that gun. And then I've got the Eastwood 3-stage drying kit coming on the way. So I went and got some new air hose and bigger fittings so I could have good air volume. Because that's an expensive gun. It's got large air passageways, so it needs a good volume of gun. The air hose is actually up there. But anyway, I'll quit yapping. Just wanted to give you guys a quick update. Kind of show you guys everything in the light here and what's all been done. I've gotten, I don't know if I ever showed you guys, but I did get the fuel pump wired up. You can see the loom. That's just temporary loom. I went with large loom like this because I'm going to try and run my tail light, turn signal light wiring in the same loom. Kind of want everything to be on one side of the frame rails. Did that as best as I could. So anyway, it's pretty windy today. So we're going to figure out the rest of this stuff. Another thing I just want to let you guys know real quick. So Holley's come out with this new Phytech electronic fuel injection, and I've been considering going with that for this build. First, you know, I'll get the motor broken in and run it and actually drive it. Worry about that until after I get the truck finished, but I'm considering, you know, if the mileage isn't too great with this engine, which I doubt it's going to be all that great because that's a 625 CFM Demon, and those things were known for hammering the fuel out. So I was considering going with the Phytech and trying that out. A few 6-cylinder guys that I know have tried that and said they've had great results. So anyway, figured couldn't hurt to give it a shot. But first we'll see how the Demon performs, and we'll do a little bit of fine tuning on that. So, alright guys, well, hope I didn't bore you too much in this video. Don't even know if you're all still watching, but anyhow, just thought I'd give you all a quick update. Just going to keep hammering on that bodywork, and we'll work on getting this motor fired up one of these days. I know I said I was going to try and fire it up last month, and then it turned to this month. Well, it's probably going to be, I'm not even going to say time, guys. It'll just happen. Because when I get on a roll on a project, I tend to stay on that roll. I've been kind of on a roll with this cab, so I've just been focusing on the cab, haven't focused on anything else. Now what I'm thinking of is once the cab is in primer and finished, bodywork and completely sealed up in epoxy, then I'm going to mount it on the frame, drill all my holes like for the new gas pedal, and do all the modifications that I can possibly do, custom cab moldings and spotlight and all that stuff while it's on the frame, so that way I know, you know, what we're going to look like. And then I'll go ahead and mount the gas pedal and everything, and what I'll do is I'll break the motor in while the cab is on the frame. So that way I got a place to sit, and I got a place I can mount my gauges and stuff. And I can hold the throttle pedal open for 20 minutes. So another thing is too, I'm going to have to run non-ethanol fuel in this thing, because, you know, it's going to take, probably only need about 5-10 gallons for break-in. But, you know, it's going to be sitting with gas in it. It's not going to be ran all that often, so I'm going to run, we sell at the shop I work at, we sell 94 VP non-ethanol, 2-year shelf life, so going to run that. But anyway guys, alrighty, well, I'll let you go now, and hope you all enjoyed the video. Just giving you an update and giving you another view, kind of a view of what's going on here. And anyway, well, we'll talk to you guys later. Have a good one.